The Sprayberry Education Center is the special education facility for the Tuscaloosa County school system. It serves children with autism, multiple needs, alternative needs, and preschoolers with disabilities. And they've got a big fundraiser that's coming up very soon. Carla Allen is here from Sprayberry's parent-teacher organization to tell us more. Carla, it's good to see you again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It is our pleasure. And you brought us some props, but before we get to the props, let's talk a little bit about the actual event itself. Tell us what it is, and it's obviously a fundraiser for Sprayberry, but those funds go to help kids who need help, right?
Absolutely. Some of our goals for our fundraising dollars this year include updating our playground equipment for our children who are in wheelchairs and walkers, and adding some more adaptive types of outdoor playground equipment. That's one of our big things. That stuff costs a lot of money, and that's one of our goals, is to kind of get that started. We're also hoping to complete a sensory room that we started for children with sensory deficits that we did with proceeds from last year's event, and we will be completing that. And then our students have gotten back involved in Special Olympics after taking some time off from that for a while, and we want to really build up our Special Olympics program this year, and that's something that we're using and tying that with Tailgating with the Stars in Titletown this year, and we're really looking forward to a great event.
And it's a fun event, and we'll talk more about it in a moment. But let's show off some of the things that you brought. Let's start with this picture. If you can, just hand that over here to me, and I'll put it over here to where Arthur can get a nice shot of it. Now, this is an item that's going to be available at the silent auction, right?
And this was an item that was done by one of our classes. All of our classes do something very special for this event, similar to our art show, but it's something that they work on together. And one of our teachers' husband does the stained glass, and they did this especially for the auction. And then he did a really big Alabama logo, Denny chimes, the stadium, but I wouldn't attempt to bring that over. It might not make it back.
That might be a bit much. Let's show the
We've
folks
got
about the baseball
it's a
here,
football themed event, but we do have some signed baseballs. This particular baseball was signed by Joe Nathan, who was formerly with the Minnesota Twins, now a closer for the Texas Rangers. And he signed that baseball for us. He's been a contributor just about every year we've had this event.
There we go. And this, I suppose, and I hate to, undervalue anything else, but this will probably definitely get some bids. What do I have here?
We certainly hope that this is a huge item for us. This is a Southeastern Conference football signed by all 14 of our SEC coaches, including the new teams who have joined the league this year. So it has all of the coaches on there, and we think that will be a real valuable piece for the auction. We have lots of other sports memorabilia. We have a football helmet signed by members of the last year's national championship team for Alabama, and lots of mini helmets signed by former players. We have Alabama and Auburn. We are not biased. We cover any fan who wants to come to the event.
There you
and
go.
That's, a big part of the event is the auction, but the food and the band. We have Undercover who will be playing, and Robertson's Barbecue, can't beat that. So I think it's going to be fun.
And this may be your last opportunity, too, to see some of these signatures on a football.
Get it now,
some names
it might look
on
different
there
next
we are.
year.
That's absolutely right. Some of these names I'm seeing, they may not be around much longer, at least in this league. So 2 or 3. One that starts with a G and has a C in it as well.
No comment.
We shall see. We shall see. All right. Thanks so much for being with us, Carla.
You're welcome.
Tailgating with the Stars is Thursday, October 18th, in the North Zone at Bryant-Denny Stadium. The fun starts at 6 p.m. You can find out more online at tcss.net or by calling 205-342-2660.